The desire to be loved, the desire to be desired, the desire to be heard and seen and responded to, the desire to have your feelings understood and validated, to receive compassion and affection, to be held, to be comforted, to be made happy, to be loved immensely and unconditionally, to be accepted the way you are, to receive close attention and care, and the desire to be wanted. You want to be missed by someone, you want to be in their thoughts, you want to be their hope, you want to please them, you want to sacrifice for them, you want to serve them, you want to risk everything to be with them. You want to see them smile at you. All the sadness and madness that is inside you is because of a need for connection from outside you. No matter how strong you think you are going to experience frustration because of the connection that you're missing. But if you are going to search for this connection in people, you are unknowingly going to turn into the worst version of yourselves. Most of the disorders and obsessive compulsive behaviors root from this feeling of loneliness and this longing for connection from people, forgetting that the connection is right inside you and you are complete on your own. When you're looking for this connection in people, it can lead you to feeling jealous. It can lead you to commit disloyalty and break commitments. It can lead you to show off boastfulness. You can become imposing and demanding. It can lead you to dejection and madness due to the emotional mess you're going to get yourself into. It can lead you to self-pity and depression and an emotional dependency that can turn into a disorder of codependency. It can lead you to selfishness and greed and obsessive compulsive behavior, lead you to hatred and enmity when you don't get the person you love. It can lead you to becoming stone-hearted, narcissistic, cold-hearted. It can also make you feel useless, unworthy, depressed, and even suicidal. If all the above emotional needs are connected with your creator, your provider, your sustainer, then you blossom into the best version of yourselves. You have a desire to be loved, and one of the names of God is Al-Wadud, the most loving, the source of love, the one who loves you 99 times more than your own mother, the one who has sent down just one part of his love in this world that is distributed among all the creatures, and he has reserved 99 parts of love with himself. So imagine how much he loves you. Imagine how much he loves you when he says that when you walk to him, he rushes towards you. When you take one step towards him, he takes 10 steps towards you. So imagine how much he loves you. You have a desire to be desired, a desire to be wanted and missed. Remember, God created you, and he created you for his own self. Your mother only delivered you into this world, but it is God who has sent you into this world. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. Surely to God you belong, and surely to him you are returning. It is reported in an authentic saying of the final messenger Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, that when you turn away from God and live a life of heedlessness and turn back to him, he rejoices like a man who had lost his camel along with all his belongings and provisions in the middle of a desert. and that camel suddenly appears. Imagine you're in the middle of a desert and you have this camel and all your belongings, your water, your food on the camel, and it has disappeared. And you have lost all hope, and suddenly it appears in front of you. Imagine your happiness. This is the happiness God feels when you turn to Him. He is waiting for you with His arms open every morning and every evening. Won't you turn to Him? You have a desire to be heard and seen. You want to be responded to. One of God's names is As-Sami', the all-hearer, the one who listens to everything that you are saying. He is Al-Basir. He is seeing you. He is watching over you. He is Al-Mujib, the one who responds. These are the beautiful attributes of Allah that we need to know, because we are always seen, we are always heard, we are always being responded to. You may not hear the voice of God, but you will feel His responses in the signs around you and inside your heart. You have this desire to receive affection and compassion. Remember, He is Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim, the most beneficent, the most merciful. He is Ar-Ra'uf, the most kind. He is Al-Wahhab, the giver of gifts. He is Al-Kareem, the most generous. He is exactly what your heart is longing for. You have a desire to be held and comforted. God is Al-Muhaymin, the one who envelops you in His mercy and love. He opens His arms to you every morning and every evening. Won't you put your head down on the floor like the people of God do? Moses, Jesus, Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon all of them. They worshipped God by putting their head on the floor. This sujood, this prostration will envelop you in the mercy and love of God, and you can feel that. He is At-Tawwab, the one who turns to the one who turns to Him. He is Al-Wali, the protecting friend, the one who promises to deliver you out of every problem if you only believe. You have a desire to receive close attention, and He is Ar-Raqib, the one who watches closely. He even notices your pulse. He notices the movement of your eyes. And you want a love that never ends. And He is Al-Hayyu Al-Qayyum, the ever-living, the self-subsisting. Every human being is weak and can give only up to a limit. But He is self-subsisting. He can give you limitlessly. And He is ever-living. He and His love for you will stay forever. And when your soul finally leaves the cage of your body and returns to Him, that is when you will see His beauty and perfection and the beauty of all that He has prepared for you forever. So if you want to be in someone's thoughts, let that be Allah. Remember that He thinks of you at the exact same moment when you think of Him. When you mention Him, He mentions you. You want to be missed by someone? Then let that be Allah. You want to be in someone's thoughts? Then let that be Allah. If you want to make someone happy, then let that be Allah. If you want to sacrifice for someone, let that be Allah. If you want to be with someone, let that be Allah. If you want to see someone smile at you, let that be Allah. You are in the thoughts of Allah. Allah is missing you. Allah is happy with you. Allah values all your sacrifices. Allah loves your service to Him. Allah loves to meet the one who loves to meet Him. So Allah wants to be with you. And Allah is smiling at you at this moment because you're thinking about Him. And once you finally meet Him, that is when you're gonna see His smile and realize that this is the love that you were craving for. Those who have been in love know this irresistible feeling. The waves sweep you away, pull you along, and even drown you sometimes. They steal from you the most valuable treasures from your heart in exchange of a taste of the most beautiful feeling, a mix of the greatest joy and deepest sorrow. The soul's ultimate love is none other than its creator, the eternal one, who is the source of all love and the source of your very soul. Indeed, Allah is who we belong to, and to Him we are returning. Indeed, the lover is incomplete till he unites with the ultimate beloved. Indeed, the seeker is lost until he meets the ultimate truth, Al-Haq. Indeed, the soul is restless until it joins with its ultimate soulmate, and the ultimate soulmate is the one who has blown your soul into you.